Welcome back to Vox Terra.
Welcome back. What's on for today, Matt?
Well, Rusty, today is a heavy topic, anti-Semitism as the planet burns, with me and Professor von Grunberg. I was in the middle of doing research for Vox Terra from a Desmog article about anti-Greta Thunberg propaganda, when, as you might have heard as well, there has been another racist shooting. This time, the murders were against Jewish people, and the attack, again, was on a synagogue. What gets little attention is that many of these so-called right-wing groups, stirring up anger against outnumbered groups of people, are also involved with climate change denying organizations, through them, the fossil fuel industry. In one of our more recent episodes, our very own Professor von Grunberg cited an article from The Guardian showing how, well, let's let Professor von Grunberg speak.
Yeah, I cited an article from The Guardian showing a Trump administration official boasting about Trump's ability to create distraction so the public's attention was off the fact that they are opening up more lands and waters to drilling.
Thank you, Professor. The article appearing behind me claims that many of the anti-Greta slogans come from a far-right German party, a far-right anti-immigrant party, which also has connections to anti-Semitism. And this far-right party is in turn connected to an organization called the European Institute for Climate, which, according to Desmog, is a climate change denying organization. The Institute does not disclose its funding, but is connected to the American Heartland Institute, which is known to have received fossil fuel industry funding as well as money from the Koch family. Working to focus public's anger on outnumbered groups of people to take attention off what the reckless elements of the business community or reckless elements among the elites goes back in history. Professor von Grunberg?
You could argue that it goes back to Hitler and perhaps before. Hitler sold himself to the German business community as a bulwark against communism. Now, the communists obviously would have redistributed the wealth of the German wealthy and created a system of public ownership of the major industries. So, in this period in German history, they had a choice of where to stand. Now, this tactic of focusing the public's anger on outnumbered groups of people, on Jewish people in particular, probably goes back farther in history. Why, I was reading a book on the Mongol Empire, and a rumor was spread in Europe that it was Jewish people inviting the Mongols to invade Europe.
That's amazing, Professor. So placing Jewish people at the center of conspiracies goes back very far in history.
Yeah, it does.
So I wonder, did these anti-Jewish sentiments put out during medieval Europe, were they used as a tactic to focus public's anger off of some wealthy noble individual or another? My point is, wherever you stand politically, please put your brain to use to researching how the excessive use of fossil fuels, petrochemical-based products, and consumerism is pumping our earth full of toxins and greenhouse gases. Rather than simply focusing on outnumbered groups of people, let's work together to how we can create a healthier environment and the long-term survival of our species. Thank you.